I think so. I think this is one of the most worrying times that I can remember in contemporary history. The two main conflicts that is the main focus is the Ukraine war, and there's a real risk that there could be an accident and there could be some kind of nuclear incident in Ukraine. And then Gaza on the other side is also very worrying, where over 40,000 people have died, nearly 2 million have been displaced, and the war now seems to be spreading to Lebanon. And then in Africa, where I come from, there are conflicts in the Sahel, on the Horn of Africa, in Central African Republic, and in Mozambique also. So it seems as if this is one of the most troubling periods. And on top of that, inequality, hunger, and poverty are increasing. And as we saw with the recent United Nations Summit for the Future, only 12% of the Sustainable Development Goals have been met. So there is a lot of problems if we're going to avoid the world escaping us. Well, I'm a university professor, as you know. I'm at a research center at the University of Pretoria in South Africa. And I'm working on a project, for example, which we organized 2 conferences, and we're looking at Africa's post-Cold War security architecture. So we're trying to learn the lessons of peacemaking, peacekeeping, and peace building in Africa over the last 3 decades. What I also try to do is advise and work with the United Nations and regional organizations in Africa, like the Economic Community of West African States and the Southern African Development Community. So, and I write a column every 2 weeks in South Africa, in the US, and in Jamaica as well, to try to shape and influence public opinion. Well, what I would tell my 18-year-old self is that the world is actually more complicated in terms of trying to change the world. You know, when you're young, you think you can change the world and you think it's relatively easy to have impact and influence. So I think what I would say is try to focus on where you think you can actually have the most impact and where your passion will be also, because what you enjoy doing is also what you tend to do well.